Hi everyone, Peter Liciaga here, Master Instructor of Dinoto Karate Center. Once again here with today's episode of the Black Belt Strong Zone. I'm calling it the Black Belt Strong Zone. And just before we get started, and we're going to talk about things that kids, we need to say this to our parents, and kids, you need to say this to your parents. I'm a kid, I have parents as well. But before we get started, everything that I do as a parent and a teacher at Dinoto Karate Center is simply because I believe that the world needs one more person to stand up and do the best that they can to be the best role model that they can be. And I believe that leading the way in discipline, in courage, and confidence in my family and in my community is a responsibility that I must take seriously, which is why I do what I do. That's why I work so hard with Master Dinoto and our amazing instructors at Dinoto Karate Center to serve our students by creating a structured environment where parents and their children can grow and thrive and meet their goals for more focus, discipline, self-control, and health. Healthy mind, healthy body. So if you want to join our family, Dinoto Karate, Team Dinoto family, DKC family, go ahead and visit DinotoKarate.com. Information is there for anyone that's not a student. If you want to text me, go ahead and text me right there, 856-278-5282, and be more than happy to share with you any information to help you really get an idea of what we do, what we're about at Dinoto Karate Center. And of course, you just heard why I do what I do. So anyway, in today's show, I want to share a couple of things that I'd like to say to my parents. Now, my parents have passed away a couple of years ago. I just had this period of time. I'm going to be 59 years old. And if you get to that age, you realize very quickly that you start experiencing loss. And that's what I did a couple of years ago in a short period of time. I lost both my parents. My grandfather, who was the last of my grandparents. I lost two uncles. And so it was a period of time that had this loss. And so in reflection, there are some things that I want to say to my parents and kids. Your parents need to hear this. And whether you're a kid that's 59, going to be 59 like me, or you're a kid that's 14 years old, all kids, parents, need to hear this. And number one thing they need to hear is simply this. I want to say this to my parents, to my mom and my dad, that, hey, you're right. Life is tough, and that I needed to toughen up. My parents, especially my mom, who last time I saw my dad was when I was 10 years old. So my mom raised five of us. And my mom told me in so many ways that life is tough, so toughen up. You've got to be able to stand strong. And so, Mom, I want to tell you, you're right. It's true. And this is one of the reasons why I do what I do at DKC, teaching our students, teaching kids to be resilient, mentally resilient and physically resilient. So that's one thing, kids, you need to say to your parents. Another thing you need to say to your parents is simply this: don't give up on your own happiness. It's one thing that I recognize, I noticed with my mom. My mom sacrificed everything for us, five of us. She did everything. She worked for, I remember during Christmas time, I did not know this until I got older. My mom worked a second job so that she can afford to get us gifts. And everything that she did was for us. And to the day she died, she thought of us, she sacrificed everything for us, and she sacrificed her happiness. And I want to tell my mom, you did not have to give up your own happiness. And kids, say that to your parents when you can. If they're still alive, let them know, don't give up on your own happiness. Okay, number three is this: life will break you, but not destroy you. Another thing I want to tell my parents, that, hey, life is tough. Yes, they know that. They taught me that. And it will break you, but it will not destroy you. Because I've experienced brokenness in my life. Being 59 or going to be 59, I've experienced brokenness, but it has not broken me. Okay, did not destroy me. And so make sure you tell your parents that. Tell them, Mom, Dad, okay, life is tough. It will break you, but it will not destroy you. Another thing you want to tell your parents, kids, take time for yourself. And I really wish my mom and my dad took time for themselves and time to build themselves up, to refresh themselves, to re-energize themselves. And that's what I'm doing in my life. And this is what I want to tell my parents if they were still alive. Kids, tell your parents that. Tell them to take time for themselves. And matter of fact, if you're old enough and you can't afford it, get them gift cards. Find out what your mom loves. It helps them get relaxed. I know, maybe it's a massage, maybe it's to a restaurant, something, a gift card, something, so that they can take time for themselves. Another thing, kids, you want to say to your parents, because your parents need to hear this, is that you have time. You're never too old. You can always, at any moment, stop and live your dream. Do what you dream that you've always wanted to do. There's always time. It's never, ever, ever too late. So please, kids, tell your parents that. Your parents need to hear that. And another thing they need to hear, kids, you need to say this to your parents. And I want to say this to my parents right now, even though they're not with us. I know they are with me spiritually. I want to say thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for being there and being the best mom, the best dad that you can be. Because as a parent, I know I don't get it right all the time, but I'm doing the best that I can. I know my mom and my dad did the best that they could. And I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. So kids, your parents need to hear this. So make sure you go to them and say thank you. And lastly, the last thing on my list is this. And I want to say this to my mom, my dad. I love you. I need to say that to my parents, even though they're not with me. I need to say that. Kids, your parents need to hear that. They need to hear, pardon me, that you love them. So say that to them. So I wanted to share that with you today. And again, a reason why I do the work that I do, reason why I'm the parent, the way I parent, and the way I lead, the way I live my life, the reason why I teach martial arts is simply so that I can say all this to my parents, and to live the life that I'm living, to be healthy, to be focused, to be disciplined, to pass on the knowledge, to do the work that I'm doing. I do it as a thank you to my parents, to my family, to live a legacy from my family name, Liciaga, that it means something. It's powerful. It means discipline. It means courage. It means a tenacity. It means that never giving up. It means doing whatever it takes to do what is right. And I want to make sure that I reach out to you guys, kids. Make sure your parents hear what they need to hear. Say it today. Do not wait. Okay, anyway, that's what I have for you today. If you're a student and you want to know what our schedule is today, because we do have classes going on today, give me a text, 856-278-5282. Matter of fact, just send me a text, say hello. Love to hear from you guys. I love it when you guys contact me. Love it, love it, love it. So I want more of it. So go ahead and text me. If you're a student, text me and say, hello, Master Liciaga. Text me at 856-278-5282. If you're not a student, want to find out about being a student at Dinoto Karate Center, you go to dinatokarate.com, or you can text me at 856-278-5282. Other than that, guys, have a great day. Talk to you soon, probably tomorrow. Okay, same time. Take care.